Hey guys, Squiggles here, and I want to say thank you for bearing with me while I go through my move. As a little surprise for you guys, I have found an amazing game to cast, so hopefully this makes it worth it. We have LiquidHuK, the Protoss player right here, versus IMMvp. Oh my goodness, if you guys watch the GSL at all, you guys know both of these guys are amazing, and I won't spoil it, but if you haven't seen current games of the GSL, the one that just ended, go ahead and check those out, the up and down matches, especially with Huck. Quite awesome indeed. And IMMvp is an amazing Terran player. Oh my goodness, is he good. So, both these guys, GSL, very high-ranked GSL players. So, expecting to see an awesome game. Of course, we do have the Korean versus the Foreigner and the Protoss versus the Terran. So hopefully we are able to see an awesome game. I'm expecting nothing less from these two players, and I kind of want Huck to win, but that's just my Team Liquid bias because IM probably has the toughest team right now. They are so good. And look at MVP over here in the corner, just going to like hide a barracks from Huck. Oh, that's so mean. Oh, man. So Huck is literally like, okay, now I'm fairly certain I scouted everywhere. Where in the world? I don't even think he saw the barracks. So he is freaking out right now. And what is he going to do in response? Well, he's going to chrono boost naturally because that is what Huck does. He's going to get a 15 gateway. So he is not really sure what's going on, but as a matter of fact, let's go to Huck's cam, and we can see, yeah, he has not scouted at all, and just now he scouts, and he's like, oh, phew. So, yeah, he was a little scared there for a second, and he's going to show that SCV that he is scared by shooting him with his little taser for a little bit. And, oh, no, goodness gracious, a little SCV massacre about to go on there as that probe almost got destroyed. And, oh, looks like this SCV going to be drilling the probe with his little, I don't even know, is that a Coleman drill? We'll call it a Coleman, yeah. But it looks like the probe has his shields recharging now, and there is another SCV coming out, and he is out for blood. And it looks like a second barracks going to go down. And Huck rather is not going to see that second barracks because this Marine is out. He is at the bottom of the ramp, and this probe is not going to be able to get past that Marine. And it looks like, oh, going to be putting up another supply depot for the wall. Meanwhile, we have Huck taking his second assimilator as well as getting his cybernetics core. I don't know why I just raised my voice. I was like, he's taking his second gas. He's playing standard. Oh, no. Oh. You can see, though, that Huck is actually saving his chrono boost. Interesting. Huck saving some chronos. And MVP sees that, so he might be trying to get Warp Gate right away. Looks like he is going to be chrono boosting out a Stalker. And only chrono boosting the Stalker now. May actually wait until this SCV is gone to reveal if he's going to be chrono boosting this core or what he's going to be doing. I'm not sure. Now this probe does want to see what's going on, but the Marine and his Gauss rifle is going to shut that probe down so hard. And there are also more supply depots at the top of the ramp, so making a complete wall with the supply depots. Some people don't like making the wall supply depots actually because any kind of void ray action or something can come and charge up on this supply depot and snipe it and stuff like that. But looks like MVP not worried about that at all. Going to be getting some. Looks like some more Marines as well as. That's right. Concussive shells. Da-da-da! The awkward epic pause there. But going to be getting some Marauders with concussive shells, and I'm going to expect to see some pressure being put on by MVP. But Huck does have a Stalker who, oh geez, almost has the shields gone. But Stalkers, if microed correctly, can really do a lot of damage to these Marines. You can see these Marines are almost all damaged. So that's good on Huck there, as he is just going to wait for his shields to recharge super fast like they are right now. Oh, so good. But there are Marauders out now, and they have concussive shell. So now he is not going to be... Oh, no, and it looks like he may... Yeah, it looks like he's going to end up losing that Stalker, so that hurts right away. And you can see that Huck, who was planning on putting on some pressure, is going to have to run away, go back home. Oh, my goodness, that's so scary. Looks like he is going for 3 Warp Gates. And what else is he going to get? As you can see, Warp Gate is done, so he's just going to wait for that Stalker to pop. Boop, there's the Stalker. Warp in his 3rd Warp Gate, and it looks like a couple of sentries coming out, and yep, a Robo, and then I expect an expand. So it's going to be a 3-gate expand. He is getting a Robo. I expect that to just be for observers, and also if he sees like a really heavy Marauder count or something, he can throw in a couple of Immortals just to be super duper safe. You can see it looks like MVP is still going to be going with just 2 racks. Going to be getting a lot of Marines and Marauders, and he does have his command center started, his second one. So good on him. It's going to be a 2 racks expand, but kind of a cool 2 racks expand, and it always blows my mind when I see professionals actually do this. You can see adding on an engineering by now, but it always blows my mind because their macro is so good, and as I say that, he stops producing units. But really, that's because he was getting upgrades and stuff like that. But it blows my mind how many units they can get off of 2 racks. Like, I'm fairly certain that I would have this many units off of 3 racks right now, but he has that many off of 2 racks, and he's continuing to do a good job of macroing. He did stop for just a second, but that was so he could get up a second. Nope, just the first engineering bay. The second what? I'm not sure. Command center being morphed into an orbital now, and then I expect him to go ahead and expand. HuK expanding as well. So this Nexus is going to finish about the time that orbital finishes, and then he'll have to float it over. So HuK is going to be getting they're almost exact the same timing, so that's really good. A couple of zealots as well as a whole bunch of sentries. Oh my goodness. And these stalkers doing a good job. Wow, HuK is doing a really good job actually of controlling these watchtowers with stalkers. So any kind of Marine, any kind of SCV, not going to be able to do anything. You can see this Marine, boop, all he does is make the Zell Naga become neutral for just a second until the stalker ends up killing him. So really, really good job by the stalkers. And now the stalker, oh, he just moved just a little bit, so he's not going to be able to see. And one stalker is definitely going to get taken out by one Marauder. And here come more guys, and looks like a couple of Marines stimming, and gonna pick off the stalker. Oh, and the stalker does go down. Oh my goodness, that was close. And here comes a scary push by MVP, who's already like, he was 10 supply ahead. We'll call it 8 now. And I don't actually know how he does this, but HuK has a bajillion sentries, and by a bajillion I mean 5. But they do have a lot of force fields, so we're gonna have to see these awesome force fields. Look at that. There's the stem, and there's the stem not doing much because I can't really target anybody. And now MVP has to be a little bit careful, because if he puts too many guys through this hole, then more force fields are going to come. And it looks like MVP is going to have to back up. The blessing and the curse of having stem is stem makes you run faster and shoot faster. But look at all the damage that was done to MVP without really even taking any hits. That's just because he's stemmed. So I do have to be careful of that. As you can see, if you look at the production tab, oh my goodness, MVP going crazy right now. Looks like he's a little bit supply blocked, so whoopsie doopsie there. But getting a reactor for his factory, going to switch that with the starport. And it looks like, what is he doing? He's just going to keep on going Marine Marauder. It looks like he does have +1 on the way, about halfway done. Colossus Tech just now starting for HuK. And you can see that MVP is ahead by about 10 supply again, so doing a good job of keeping that supply lead. Now, he wasn't able to kill any sentries, and the sentries are just going to keep on stockpiling that energy and getting more and more. MVP doing a good job of keeping a Marine here to see when, in fact, HuK decides to take his third, and HuK is just patrolling this observer. Actually, he was for a little bit, just to see if there's any kind of attack coming. Another observer here patrolling. So, good job by HuK. Has a good map awareness of what's going on. MVP with just a couple of Marines able to secure the watchtower and secure this third. So it looks like actually HuK is going to be going for the gold. But if and when he decides to take this base, MVP will be aware of it. So good job on him. It looks like, oh, there are some medevacs out now. Medevacs are super, super good because, you know what, after these these are all like, you know, druggies really, because stem is just like, yeah.